Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1. The Magic Man Paulie Malignaggi says Conor McGregor won 2 rounds out of 12 when they had their second sparring session. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, and the Patreon. Right now, I'm on the verified page of Paulie Malignaggi. Obviously, Dana White dropped a bombshell, Team Conor, whoever, with releasing snippets, really short snippets, late last night in the evening, and it was the alleged knockdown, push down, whatever you guys want to call it, for lack of a better term, because people are split. Some people say, oh, that was a legit knockdown. Some people say, oh, he had his hand on his head and pushed him down, and whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. Then also a short clip of Conor McGregor blasting Paulie when he was in the Philly show. Now, people are going crazy. Obviously, some people are drilling Paulie Malignaggi like, hey, you lied, and it's interesting. It's almost to a point where I actually feel kind of bad as a boxing fan and a reporter. I feel bad for Canelo Triple G because it's not making nearly as noise. Now, I know people are going to tune into it. I'm not saying that won't be the case, but the press and promotion just hasn't been there for me. Like, it's a great fight, and I really see more people talking about all of this sparring with Paulie more than they're talking about the actual boxing fight, which is weird because people say, oh, this is a circus, I'm not watching it. But people are mighty concerned with what's happening. I did a video about the sparring and it has over 100,000 views, just that one video, in less than 12 hours. So, I mean, obviously people are interested to some degree, despite what they tell you. Anyway, the verified page of Paulie Malignaggi, he says, I don't understand people trying to argue who won the sparring session that we saw 35 seconds of. I'm sure if Paulie Malignaggi edited the video, opposite results. Paulie responds to this fan, says, let them have their 35 seconds. They know what happened last week. It's a house full of cards, 2 weeks left. Then someone says, Dana White, very smart. Man, you brought Paulie Malignaggi in to get pics and videos of him falling down. 36 minutes, all you have is 25 seconds. Paulie responds, yeah, LOL. Watch how he overshoot the left. That's why it winds up behind my neck to begin. Literally not one punch lands in the exchange. Laughing my ass off. So Paulie's making his case. Paulie is 36 and retired. He knows he's not in fighting shape anymore. No shame in that. But also no need to deny the obvious. Paulie says, I put up 2 slow motion replays. I can't show more than that. His left overshoots and winds up on my neck. Inside he misses hook. Not one punch lands. And then he retweeted, McGregor's camp desperately seeking legitimacy with releasing of the video. He sparred an 0-0 boxer that gave him problems. He said, the guy won 2 rounds out of 12. There were no problems aside from me fatiguing at the end, I assure you, LOL. Then someone says, Paulie, you're a bum with the hurt ego. Claiming to have won 10 rounds when you didn't even touch Conor. Poor little C-level boxer. He did lose 10 rounds that session. That's the hilarious thing about all these edits. You got 45 seconds out of 60 minutes plus a fake KD. Laughing my ass off, a fake knockdown, not Kevin Durant. Don't look like he only won 2 rounds. Your face was smashed up. You talk shit, Pauline. Damn, the fans are aggressive. Y'all angry? Looks have nothing to do with it. We sparred 36 minutes. They came up with just 45 seconds. Some of it, the same footage, different angle. LOL, 36 minutes. Now, I mean, Paulie raises a legitimate, very legitimate, like, you have all that footage. Like, okay, me, I'm telling you guys from my personal experience, I video edit, me personally. I've done music videos. P. Diddy's barber, he cuts Usher's hair. You gotta let it burn. Watch this, right? He cut Will Smith, and he used to fly me out different places, Florida, Boston, and they had these like hair battles. It's called Exotics, right? Check it out. I was on World Star and everything. But anyway, I video edit, and You could ask any editor, any video editor, the more the merrier. Meaning the more footage you have, the better the final product, because you have more to draw from, right? That's just how it goes, because you have so much content. You be like, oh, I don't like this shot. You could easily replace it with another shot because you have so much. But there's been other music videos or something that I've shot, let's say, for example, and it started getting dark. So, or the police came and we didn't have a permit to film or something. So I only had the footage that I had, which was a limited amount of footage. Therefore, it makes the editing harder because you got to kind of stretch it. And clips that you really don't want to use, you might have to use it, right? It's no different than a nurse or like a doctor. You go to the hospital, the little lab, and people with good veins, like they say I have good veins. So if I ever got my blood drawn, then they have a lot of veins to choose from. So it's easy, makes the process easy. But some people don't have good veins. The veins don't really stick out. So it makes it harder for them to look for the vein to stick, to get the donation or the blood draw, right? That's the same thing here with this UFC. Paulie's right. We all know they sparred 2 sessions and they've released a very limited amount, which I told you it was going to make Conor look good. I mean, he blasted Paulie in the show. I give him all the props. But the problem I have, first of all, is Paulie is not Floyd. Paulie is his own person. So that's one thing. But the problem I have is, like, the fans are over the top with it. Don't look like he only won 2 rounds. Your face was smashed up. You talk shit. How would you know when you weren't there? And I know you weren't there because it was really a secret, top secret event, no cameras and stuff. You're a bum with his ego hurt, claiming to have won 10 rounds when you didn't even touch Conor. You know what I mean? Luis. That's the problem with fans, is just be a fan. You know what I'm saying? You're not in the industry. You don't be around fighters. How would you know? I'm not saying, see, this is the thing. People get mad and all that. I'm not saying Paulie won 10 rounds. I'm just reporting what he's saying, right? And then I chime in when I feel the need to. But this Luis dude claiming to have won 10 rounds when you didn't even touch Conor. How can you know that off of 2 clips? That's honestly, that's what I hate about the internet. You know what I'm saying? I hate about the internet because in the age of Photoshop and stuff, a lot of people are fucking dumb and gullible. And that's just as clean cut and as brutally honest as I could put it. A lot of people are gullible. Someone said, oh, you're buying subscribers. You really should have 2,000 subscribers. Listen, I've been doing YouTube for like 4 years, 3 years. If I only had 2,000 subscribers, I would fucking quit or Kurt Cobain myself or something. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be doing it with 2,000. But again, it's the internet. People don't do the research. They just see a picture. You know what I mean? I've seen, like I said, I used this example before. I seen a legit Photoshop. It was a good job too. And it was Donald Trump and it had the verified check mark, but somebody replaced the actual tweet and like put it, like, you know what I mean, whited it out, and then they put their own tweet and it was like, yeah, I can't wait to steal Beyonce from Jay-Z or something crazy, like fuck her in the pussy. You know what I mean? And that was what it said, but you know, he didn't really say that. You go to his Twitter, there's no tweet of that. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are gullible. I don't know if Paulie got beat down in sparring. I don't know if he won 10 rounds. I'm not here to say that. But again, fans like this Luis character, you're a bum with his ego hurt, claiming to have won 10 rounds. You can't really decipher that off of that limited amount of information only coming from one side. Some of you guys would be horrible, horrific judges, right? Horrific judges, because the person would be like, yeah, he murdered this person. Guilty! Like, what? What do you mean guilty? He didn't even show you nothing. He didn't even really show you no evidence that proves without a shadow of a doubt that he did it. You know what I'm saying? And I call it fair. I said I would have counted in the rules of boxing. I would have called that a knockdown, me personally, because there was a punch that connected and then a little touch and then he fell over. So it looks like a knockdown. Look at Jamal Charlo versus Julian J. Rock Williams, right? He knocked him down, obviously, with a clean uppercut, counter uppercut. Bap! He went down. But J. Rock got back up, and then he threw a couple more punches, and he kind of like tipped over. You know what I'm saying? So it looked like kind of like that Pacquiao versus Brandon Rios that they called it a slip. It looked like something like that. There was a punch that did land though, and you know what I mean. And you didn't have the balance or the equilibrium, or he was out of position, whatever, and he went down. So I would have said that was a knockdown. But as far as me trying to act like I know what happened in 20 rounds of sparring off of 2 8-second clips, I mean, that's ridiculous. But again, that's what fans do. And some people probably get mad at me. I don't care. I mean, like I said, at the end of the month, when YouTube cut this check, YouTube, Google, all that hate, all that extra shit, that's nowhere to be found. So I'm not really worried about it. But like some people, because I don't say what you want me to say, they'll say I'm hating. No, you're just hating. You're just picking sides. You're just riding with the boxer. Some idiot even told me I only support black fighters and this and that, and I'm just taking Paulie's side. But Paulie's not even black, so what the fuck are you even talking about? You sound stupid. A lot of y'all sound stupid. You're talking about, oh, you only like black fighters when neither Conor or Paulie is black. So that's retarded. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. It's really premature. I want to see more of the clips, and then I can give you a full assessment. But again, if you go to the movie theater and you don't have a ticket and you sneak into theater 6 and they're playing a movie, right? They're playing The Departed, and you watch 5 minutes and it's a good 5 minutes, and then you leave because you hear security coming or whatnot, you leave, you can't say the movie is good because you've seen 5 minutes of a 2-hour presentation. You know what I'm saying? Same thing here. You guys can get mad or whatever, but at least 12 rounds, but it's really 20. But I don't know how much of the first sparring session they recorded we weren't privy to. Majority of us, unless you work for the Mac Life, Dana White, Fertitta, or one of them people. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts. He's claiming he won 10 out of 12 rounds. You guys be the judge of that. Is he doing it to save face because he was bullied, or is he telling the truth with that? As far as the knockdown, you guys tell me your thoughts on that too. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, is Ego signing off.